Alright, hello. Um, I'm very excited to make this video today, actually. This is kind of what my channel has been about ever since I made it 6 years ago. And just talking about things I love, my special interests. And that's it. It's exciting to kind of do it in a different light now, like, as just a thing from my autism. It's just an awakening thing for me, is that I had these special interests, and it's a big thing when you have autism. You have special interests, you're very excited about certain things, and I've been excited about a lot of different things in my life as well, and of course, and just wanted to talk about some of those things, have a little grand overview of just things I've really been excited about in my life. And so I've made it I put in like 3 different categories here, and just going to talk about various things within those kind of categories, and certain things I've been obsessed with that are related to those categories. So the big 3 here for me, the trilogy of things I've been like the most excited about, obsessed with in my life, and just like super into. And I have visual aids, lots of visual aids here with me to show off, because I love my things, my visual aids, and just things that I have that make me happy. So we'll start with the big one, the biggest one out of all of them, the thing I've been the most excited about my whole life, and just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And it's what mostly my YouTube channel has been about for the most part at this to now, and that is music. I'm a huge music person. I love music so much. It's just probably my favorite thing in the world. I just love music. I love discovering music. I love listening to music in different ways, and just how it makes me feel. It makes me comfortable. It makes me confident. It can make me feel uneasy sometimes, and just very like in awe, and just blows my mind sometimes. And just the sounds are just incredible to me, and I love music so much. And the biggest genres for me, kind of wanted to go into that. Like, I'm pretty open to a lot of music, but I do have my main stuff that I really like to listen to, and the stuff I gravitate towards the most, and will probably seek out and listen to the most, and brings me the most comfort or excitement. And the biggest genre for me, for people who've watched my channel before, would probably know that I love metal music, especially extreme metal music, especially like old school, like from the 90s or like 80s, early 90s death metal, and then the black metal that came in, the second wave black metal especially. And I just love that style of music so much, and I love the art that goes with it, the like spooky horror stuff. I've always been into that since I was a kid too, like just like Halloween time and spookiness, horror movies, and I've always been so intrigued by that stuff. I've always loved that stuff so much. So like finding extreme metal just like was opening a whole nother world for me when I discovered it. And it was just it's so comforting to me, so just exciting to me, and I just love it. It's just so fun to me, and I just love just everything about that stuff. I get such a great comfort from it, looking back and listening to the old school stuff. And I like a lot of new stuff as well, but I really gravitate towards the old stuff. And then when I just really what I've been listening to like the most, that's what I'm going to be listening to the most, is old school like death metal and black metal. And that's like just my huge thing. I'm such a nerd about it. I just get even more nerdy about it as time goes on. I just love it so much. And other than metal, my probably next biggest genre that I love is hip-hop or rap music. I got really into like rap music when I was in like high school, so I was listening to a lot of mainstream stuff at that time. And I started getting into like older stuff. But nowadays it's more like I really gravitate towards the like underground hip-hop scene from the early 2000s is a big one I really like. There's probably the scene, like the New York scene from that time, especially, like Cannibal Ox and LP and um, all those people from like around that time that were doing that New York stuff. And I just really, really like that style. But like a lot of modern stuff too. I've really opened it to some trap music. I really like Playboi Carti and stuff around that, like Yeats and stuff. I really like those artists. They're just really fun for me to listen to, and I like those crazy sounds and the beats that it makes sometimes. And I just love that stuff. And probably my favorite rapper of all time, I'd say, is Billy Woods. He's been around. He was kind of in the New York scene to an extent back in the early 2000s, and started his record label, Backwoods Studios. And but his career has really taken off through like starting like the 2010s and up till now. He's still just releasing stuff, and just an amazing. I love him. Amazing stuff. But I don't want to get too crazy in here. I just like, this is my special interest. I could just go on for hours about this stuff, but so yeah, rap music I love a lot as well. And then going from there, I'd say just like general kind of electronic stuff I gravitate towards a lot, like music that implements electronics into their sound, and hip hop obviously does that as well. But I'm thinking about like ambient music. I absolutely love ambient music and ambient sounds, and a lot of that's reflected through rap music as well, and some of the beats and stuff, especially the more abstract stuff, and even some of the trap music, like this like kind of psychedelic trap kind of sound. And but I love just like synthesizers. Synthesizer, just probably my favorite instrument. Is really some of the coolest sounds I've ever heard in my entire life. I just love synthesizers. So I love synth pop, and I love like the goth, post-punk, dark wave stuff that just like implements a lot of those synthy sounds and like spooky sounds and shit. And I also like those are like my big three that I really love. And there's other stuff sprinkled in there, like what I would sprinkle on top of those like three would be like kind of like your like emo, screamo, like hardcore kind of stuff, post-hardcore. And like I even like a little bit of like some folky stuff kind of mixed in there as well. Those would kind of be the sprinkles on top for me of my like music taste. And yeah, those were just big things, big my favorite music there. And I love exploring stuff within the realms of especially those types of music. But what goes along with music, stuff that I've gotten into because of music, and I like having physical music. I like having different ways to listen to music, like I said. And the first things I ever listened to were CDs, and I still have a lot of CDs. You can see some behind me. There's some holes back there right now, as I've been uploading some CDs to the computer, and I'll get into that another time, but that's a whole nother kind of thing. But this is one of my favorite CDs right here. It's Nature and Organization, Beauty Reads the Blood of Solitude. I'm going to make a video probably about my coolest CDs that I own at some point too, but CDs are the first ones I ever got into. My dad showed them to me when I was a kid, and I bought quite a few when I was a kid. And then in recent years, I've bought a lot more, and just been really excited about CDs. I think they're one of the coolest all around, like digital, or not digital, but like ways to listen to music. I just think they're awesome. I really like CDs. And it's so cool to me that like there's a disc, and this disc is really fucking cool. It's like gold, but that they just like, they get the information on here, and then a laser reads it and it plays music. Like, that shit is fucking cool. Like, that shit is like how it's just so and crazy how people figured out how to do stuff like that. But CDs, I love CDs, and I love having the physical art, and you can read the booklet and stuff, and it's just so cool to have. And I just love like having my CDs set up right and looking at the spines, alphabetical order, or however I want to order them. That's a big thing with my autism too. It's just like ordering things, having just right, and like getting satisfaction from looking at them, and just like, this is so nice. But CDs were the big first thing I ever really got into when it comes to physical music. And then I got into LPs, or vinyl records. This is one of my favorite ones in my collection. I'd say this is the album Rome by Arm & Hammer, which is my favorite rapper, Billy Woods, and a Lucid duo. And it's probably my favorite Arm & Hammer album, and I love the artwork. And that was a big thing of why I started collecting vinyl records. Was because like I always wanted like the big artwork. The artwork is such a big thing for me when it comes to like music too. It just goes along with it so well for me, and just had the big artwork. That was like the big thing I was wanting. This is why I got into them in the first place. And I'd always been like very intrigued by them, seeing that the stores, they had started coming in like the 2010s again, like people started having vinyl and just stuff around. But it's such a neat like format to me. And this one is cool. It's red, like this like transparent kind of like smoky red LP here, and that's cool. They can do like the colors with it and stuff like that. And it's just another thing is where it's so cool that like there's like these little grooves in here, and you put it on a turntable, and the needle just reads, like goes through the grooves, and it creates the sounds of the music that's on it. It's just so, it's so nifty. And there's such a great satisfaction out of putting a record on a turntable and just like listening to it that way. It's just like it's a different way to experience music and listen to it. It's just so fucking cool. And I just really love it. I just love, like, almost every night. Like, out of my physical music, I end up listening to records the most just because I really thoroughly enjoy just sitting down and listening to them. Makes me appreciate the music more, and just really love it. It's so fun to do. But vinyl especially is like such, like, if you want the whole package, like especially when you get stuff from like Backwoods Studios and such, and most stuff, it's just like, it's like the whole package, artwork, everything. It's just extras that are just so cool, and I love looking at it, and it's just so beautiful and just awesome, and I just love it so much. So really cool. I'm an art kind of person, really into art, and just love art and appreciate art so much. But yeah, so I got into records a lot, and I was super excited about them. I'm still super excited about them, and just love listening to them all the time. And then the last format was like, these are like the big three main formats as of like listening to music and stuff, and that is cassette tapes. And this is the album Malignant Worthlessness by Pissgrave, which was my favorite album of the year last year. Wild, insane death metal, like nasty, disgusting, filthy stuff. I love that shit. But cassettes were just another one that just like took me a little while to get into. I've always been intrigued by them, but I started getting into them, and now I have a little collection of cassette tapes from the past like 5 years, and really like having these too. And I just like having certain types of music on certain formats as well, and that's really cool to me. Like most of my old school death metal and black metal stuff is on CD. I have like my like weirdo art rock and like goth stuff and on LP, and then I have more like newer like extreme metal and stuff, and some rap, some hip-hop and stuff on cassette tapes. And this is another cool format just to like listen to, like put it on the tape, the cassette deck and stuff, and listen to them. And it's probably like the most unreliable like form here, because they just like, they get fucked up very easily sometimes, and they're very fragile. the tape inside, when it gets fucked up, it's really hard to deal with that. And they're kind of the most inconvenient to an extent. I mean, they were kind of made to be more convenient because you just put them in and play them, but they can get messed up very easily. And that's why I think CDs are the most like reliable and easiest to mess with, even though you can mess them up pretty easily too. They're still fragile, but yeah, those are the physical music things there. And I have another form of stuff that if people have watched my channel recently or in recent years, I have gotten obsessed with iPods, like obsessed with them, especially old iPods like this one here, the first generation iPod. This is like my daily driver right now. I listen to this every day, just about, and this like goes with me all over the place now. I love listening to my music on here, and it's so cool, the old mono display. And this kind of like goes in with like just like I love like kind of just retro like technology to an extent. Like this iPod is so nifty. Like it's just like obsolete now that people don't listen to this, but this was like cutting edge 25 years ago. Like this is like the best thing on the market to listen to your music out in the world. 5 gigabytes of storage, put 1,000 songs in your pocket, like kind of thing. And I just think that's so nifty. And I just like oh, like we don't appreciate anything anymore. Like these smartphones are fucking insane. You can just fucking do everything on them. And it's like this was cool. And I like this, kind of like simplifies my life going back to this. Like you just listen to your music on this, and it's just so cool. And it's just like another way to experience music. It's more satisfying than just streaming something. But yeah, I just love like old computers, I was like the CRT TVs. Like I really want one that has like the VCR built in. And I just like VCRs, and I like my old like video game consoles. Like I love the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 2, especially the fat console PlayStation 2. I love fat technology. Like bring back the fat bricks. Like that stuff is so fucking cool to me. I love it. It's so satisfying. And I have a ton of iPods. I collect them, of course. You can watch my videos on that if you haven't watched my channel before. But we've got more here. This is my one of my third generation iPods, which is really nifty, and love this thing too. Came out in 2003. Another mono display, but it has like the red lights and stuff on it. It's just like, oh, it's so fucking cool. I love it. I love iPods, and these two are like my most essential iPods. I use these all the time. These have like all my essential music split between them, and I just love it. And then I have my Mini. I love my Mini. Minis are fucking cool. I just love these things. I have lots of Minis as well. This is a first gen Mini. It's such a great sized little iPod here, and it's still like nice and thick, and just like has the mono display. So cool. And then one of the classic iPods, just like most people know about when they think about iPods, is the Nanos. This is a 5th generation Nano. One of the last real iPods, I consider. Didn't have touch screens, and it had the scroll wheel. But I love this one. It's one of my favorite of the color display iPods. Yeah, I love iPods. I love just like vintage technology and stuff, but especially iPods. Holy shit, I love iPods. But shouldn't go on about that anymore. I've talked about those a lot, and I will continue to talk about them a lot. But why a lot of my CDs are missing, I was saying earlier, is because I got another first generation iPod that has like the original like firmware on it. So I'm going to use like the original iTunes on my computer to download it to my computer and my old computer, and to be able to like put music on it. And I'm having to like re-upload some CDs to it. I'm like picking out some of my favorite CDs to put on there. So that's the process of that, and that's why it's a little bit disarray right now. But yeah, I love music. Music is like something I've just loved since I was a little kid, and it's just gotten stronger and stronger into my adult life. And it's just like people seem to get out of music, and I'm like, oh my god, like what do you mean you don't listen to music anymore? You're not that into music anymore. I'm just like, that makes no sense to me. Like it's just gotten stronger and stronger for me. I love music so much, and just love discovering music, and I love just listening to music and getting the comfort from it, going back to albums and just looking at the artwork and just, oh, I just love it so much, and nerding out about it. It's my favorite thing in the world. But moving on to the next section, something I haven't really talked about on my channel much before in the past. But this is on like the second biggest thing that I'm really into, and that is like nutrition and like wellness and stuff, and just like healthy lifestyle. I got really interested in that probably like 11 years ago now, like right at the end of high school. I started like changing the way I ate, tried to eat healthy and stuff. And I just like got further into this rabbit hole of just like, and like just getting really deep and being very strict about things, and just doing research on stuff, and just like kind of coming up like over the past 10 years, just coming up with this like what I believe to be healthy, and how the best way I could take care of myself. Like, you can't take like, you live like in regular civilization nowadays, it's like I don't think you can ever be like optimally healthy at this point, just with all the things we have in this world, and the pollution and the environments around us, the way we have to like force ourselves to do so much stuff to make money, and just be miserable. But I do try my best, and I'm very interested in nutrition, and just like have an interesting take on nutrition, I guess I could say. And if anybody's interested in like my take on it, I could maybe make videos about that. I've always been like anxious about making videos, because I'm just like interesting ways of thinking about things when it comes to that. Just like the conclusions I've come to from like this, like going through this for like the past 10 years. But I just think nutrition is very interesting, and it's still something we really don't know anything that much about. And there's so very, like, that one thing I don't like about it is that it's just so conflicting. People just like get so upset and like just don't know what you should be doing, and nobody really knows for sure. But but I'm just like, I just feel very strongly about it, and I just have intense views on like food, and how I feel about certain foods, and how sometimes things are food, but they're not. I don't even look at them as food. They're garbage. But which is like most of the shit that people eat nowadays. But I just like try to take care of myself, and try to eat like food that makes me feel good and will nourish me. And I've just been very like, it's like I've revolved a lot of my life has revolved around that since I really got into it, and it's a very crazy kind of thing. I've gotten pretty deep into it. But there's the food, and just being outside, and like enjoying like nature, and being out and like going on walks in the forest, and being in touch with nature, smelling it, touching the ground, getting sunshine in my eyes and on my skin. I love laying in the sun. That's a big thing I love to do, is just feel the sun on my skin. It's a nice sunny day. I'm excited to go out and sunbathe today. I've been fairly like athletic since I was a kid. Like, I was kind of more forced into like organized sports. I never really liked them that much when I was a kid. But in my adult life, I've gotten into endurance training. I ran marathons. I did very long bike rides and stuff. And I still do that to an extent, but not as intensely as I used to. And I've always loved lifting weights, going to the gym, and it just feels good to me. I just really enjoy it, and I get such a satisfaction out of it. And it's just a big part of my life, and something I really love, and just makes me feel good. And I'm just very passionate about, and have very intense like opinions on and views on. So I just love that so much, and that's just a very huge interest of mine. So those are definitely the biggest two for me. And the last one I have here, which will have a little bit of mixture of things within it as well. But ever since I was a little kid, like when I first got into it, probably like end of elementary school, like getting towards the end of elementary school, mid-elementary school, I love skateboarding. Um, Skateboarding is just so cool to me. I've always loved it. It's just so fucking cool to me. I could sit and watch people skateboarding all day. I could watch skate videos all day. I could watch skate contests all day. I love skateboarding. I think it's so cool, the different tricks, especially street skateboarding. Just I just get such a great comfort from it and love. It's so incredible to me. It's so cool. And I got really into it in elementary school, like I said, and it's always been there. It's like been on and off into my adult life, but in the past few years, I've really gotten back into it. I've always been very interested in watching skateboarding and such. And I've never been the best skater. I've never been that great at skateboarding. I've never been able to do like handrails or stair sets or anything like that, like nothing crazy. I mostly just go and skate around the elementary school parking lot, do a few ollies and kick flips and stuff, but I'm not really, like, I'm not trying to like get crazy anymore. I'm not trying to hurt myself at this point, and I've never been really good at that. I'm too anxious to try bigger things and just don't want to hurt myself. But I love watching other people skate. I love the skate culture. I love skateboarding so much, and I've just always been so into it. When I was a little kid, there I was kind of in the golden age when I got into it. Right at the end of the golden age, which was like the late '90s, early 2000s, was like awesome for like street skateboarding. And there was some skate shops, local skate shops that were like in my hometown, and I used to go to them all the time. Like my mom would take me to them all the time, and I would get cool things, and I would just be super excited about them. And one of the biggest things that I used to love to get is stickers. And here's a little skate sticker here. It's an Element sticker. But I still have a ton of stickers. There's a door back there that all of them are stuck on. This one doesn't stick very well anymore, so it was easy to just take this off. But there was this one spot that this lady, skate shop that this lady went, like, owned. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word, but she used to always have like at the front desk, there was just a bunch of stickers laying there, and I was just so excited about them, and just like, oh my god, I could go up there and I get these cool stickers, and I still have a few from that time. And I just love stickers. I love skateboarding logos, just like, especially like just basic stickers like this, basic like logos like this. I've always loved it so much, and I love skateboarding logos. I used to draw them all the time, and I just look at them, and they're just so satisfying to me. I just love them so much. But stickers, huge thing. I love stickers, and I've gotten into that too, like with just like being in music and stuff. That goes along with it too, like bands, logos, and shit. Like all that shit just goes together for me. I just fucking love shit like that. It's just a form of art I really love. And my wife has told me this, like, oh, it's crazy that you're like into like logos and stuff, because it's just like you're not really about like big companies and shit. And it's like, yeah, but I just fucking love this shit. It's like a compromise for me. I just love like cool artwork and shit. But yeah, Element Skateboards, great company. But I used to get, also when I went there, I would get shirts. I loved wearing my shirts, and that I love mostly wear like band shirts and stuff now, but I wear, like, that's my style. It's always kind of been my style, but it used to be like more skateboarding shirts, and I have some skateboarding shirts too still as well that I wear. But this one, kind of vintage, like the Audio BAM Heartogram one, classic logo. This thing is so cool. Love this shirt. But I used to this is what I would wear when I was a kid. It's what I wanted to wear, and I need to wear these more too, but I'm always just so excited about my band shirts too, and scaring the normies with my intense band shirts sometimes. But I just like, why I went to the stores was like get shirts like this, and I just loved that shit. But that leads me to another like accessory kind of thing that I used to be obsessed with, and another big interest of mine, which is shoes, footwear. And I've always really liked shoes, and I was like, the skateboarding really got me into that initially. It was like I really liked skate shoes and I wanted different types of skate shoes. Here's a visual aid here of an old school, I was just talking about an audio brand, but an older, like bulky, early 2000s, like audio skate shoe. The black and pink, and just like this, like this particular shoe, I just had like multiple times had this shoe. I had the black and white ones. I think these are called the Andersons. I think a signature skater shoe. But this is like, you just have no idea how much like this like brings like a intense like nostalgia and comfort to me. Just like seeing the logo. I used to just stare at these shoes and just look at them and just be so excited about them. And I just still like do that now. It's just so cool to me. I just love shoes and old skate shoes and stuff. And these are like, it's hard to find these now, and I was like, luckily got these off of eBay, and I'm just like, oh, I was so excited about them. They're in my size and stuff too. I don't really ever wear these, so I don't want to fuck them up any more than they are, but like, I'll probably wear them at some point. But I'm definitely not going to skate in these, like, I can tell you that. But I mostly like just skating and just like regular Vans. I can just buy new slip-on Vans or something to keep skating as they get so messed up. But these probably will not, I will not be skating in these. I don't think I ever really even skated that much in shoes like this, the bulky shoes. I wouldn't prefer like skating in the bulky shoes, but they're such a cool little relic to me, and it's really cool. But taking a little side note here, shoes, I do really like shoes, and I've done my like Air Jordan videos as well, but I also do like collecting Jordans as well, and that's something I got into in high school. You can watch those videos, but if you want more information on that. But one of my favorite shoes of all time right here, the Olympic 6, Air Jordan Olympic 6. Probably my favorite shoe of all time. I just love this shoe so much. It's so fucking cool. Just really love how the colorways work and just like the texture of it, and it's so cool. These are my more beat up pair of these, but really love these. They're so cool. And then like my second favorite pair of all time, like the most essentials, is my Wolf Gray A5s. I just love these shoes. They're so cool to me, and these are my more beat up pair of these as well, but I love having them around. They're sick. So quick side note on those. Love my little Jordans too. But back to skateboarding. Got a few more relics here to show off. This video's getting long, so I'm gonna keep going here. But got a little tech decks. Used to love collecting tech decks. It's like a old school one. Like I remember going to Walmart, Target, or whatever when I was a kid, and just being out straight to the tech decks, just buying a bunch of these. Unfortunately, my collection got thrown away. My smaller, like from when I was a kid, I had like this glass case filled with them, and I don't know. I'm still a little sad about that. Honestly, I had so many cool tech decks, and these like kind of like are a little like kind of expensive to get now, somewhat, because they don't make them like this anymore. But such a cool relic. I love them. And I used to collect like my little like skate spots, like this is the Hollywood High thing that they started doing, like replicating like real life skate spots, and just like the little ramps that went with the tech decks and stuff. I used to just play with tech decks all the time. My friend, one of my really good friends, and I were really into them, and we just play with them all the time, and it was very, very cool. Just love that. So, and then a few more little relics I want to show here. Skate videos. I have my Baker 3 VHS tape. Really fucking cool. I remember seeing these at the store when I was a kid, and just like absolutely legendary skate video. Just awesome. And I love having, I have some more skate videos too on DVD as well, and I love it so much. Just love skateboarding. But classic, really cool little relic for me to have. It's special to me. And then I have this DVD here. It's a skateboarding movie called Street Dreams. Used to be really been into like Rob Dyrdek. I used to watch his shows, the Robin Big and Rob's Fantasy Factory. Was obsessed with those when those were coming out. I was watching them on TV, and I was so excited about those. I used to watch them all the time as they were coming out. Like, I used to record the new episodes and go back and watch them. And just back in the day, stuff like that was so cool. But this is my favorite movie of all time. I love this movie. It brings me such a great deal of comfort. It's corny, but it's so fun, and just like it shows skate culture so well, street skate culture, and it's just like bros hanging out, skating, and just like looking out for each other for the most part, and just like a guy like trying to live his dream of becoming getting sponsored and being on a skate team. And that was just like it's just like so cool to me, and I just love this movie. And it's just like it's got Rob Dyrdek in it, of course, and it's just like pro skateboarders are the people that are in it, and it's all skateboarders that made this movie. And I love this movie so much, and having a DVD of it is just like one of my favorite possessions that I own. I just love it so much. But yeah, skateboarding. I absolutely love skateboarding. I have 2 boards that I actually ride right now. My main one is I have like a Zero Complete, like it's white with the black skulls on it. It's downstairs. That's the one I skate all the time. And I have like a classic Element board as well, like the I don't know, people would probably recognize if you're into skateboarding. And I have 2 boards that I have hanging on the wall. I have one in this room, which is the Zero board with the black. It's black background with the red bloody skull, the classic. And then I have a classic Baker board downstairs too, like the red background with the Baker going across it. I'm a sucker for just like the old school, just basic. I just love that shit. It's just like what I've always loved and gravitated towards. Like a lot of graphics I don't even like, but I really just like the basic ones. But yeah, skateboarding, fucking love skateboarding. Something that's just like, and it helps me like with my music. Like the music kind of goes along with it too. Like I grew up playing the Tony Hawk video games. I could even, I don't really feel like grabbing it right now, but there's the Skate video game that came out for the Xbox 360 that kind of goes along. They even played it in this movie, and that goes around that same time. That's probably my favorite video game of all time. I play it all the time still. It's just like it helps me chill. I just chill and just skate around, and I love that game. I love the atmosphere of that game. And just like the Tony Hawk American Wasteland, Tony Hawk Project 8 or Prime Time, like my favorite, like some of my skate video games. I just love them. They had the soundtracks in those games are pristine, and they helped shape my music taste when I was a kid. And just the hardcore and like the metal and stuff kind of goes along with like skateboarding, doing standing, even hip hop music is mixed in there too. Just like all of that just came together, and just like it's just like I love skateboarding. I love skate culture, and it helped me be more into like music culture too. And it's like they kind of go together, the type of music culture that I enjoy, and it's just been such a big and important part of my life. And yeah, but those are my big 3 special interests. I love them. They mean the world to me. I'll always be obsessed with them, all of these things, and my interests revolve around these things mostly. So hope you liked this video. It was fun to make. It was very exciting. Let me know your special interest down below in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. I like to hear from you guys. So don't have internet at my house, so it might be a little bit getting back to you. It might take me a little while, but bear with me. I'm going to try to get on the computer as much as I can. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later.